What's happening, YouTube? Max Rider One. Um, I haven't made many videos recently. I've had a few problems with my uploader, so um, it's just it's just caused me a bit of a problem in terms of uploading videos. But anyways, I'm not going to digress too much. I'm just going to make this quick video. I just wanted to put my 2 cents into this supposed sort of beef with well, it's not even a beef really. This the comments that Floyd has made about Mayweather-Ward, and just some of the videos I've watched have just blown the whole thing way out of proportion. And as usual, and I'm talking about some of these so-called unbiased channels, so-called boxing experts, blown the whole damn thing way out of proportion, and not actually understanding the context of what Floyd said. And as usual, they just jumped on Floyd and, his words and, oh, Floyd is this, and oh, this shows how classless he is, and all this bullshit I've been listening to. And some of the comments have been, some of these people co-signing the shit about, yes, this is just Floyd again, blah, blah, blah. Some of you motherfuckers need to understand the context of what Floyd has said and why he's actually had to say the things he said about Ward. Now, I don't give a damn about Floyd's persona, his attitude to life and things. Some of the things he says, I don't really care. That really doesn't interest me. But the only thing I would say about in regards to Floyd is that I've watched Floyd based on his boxing skills, his boxing talent, and that's what I watch. But anyways, that's not the crux of this video. The main reasoning is that Floyd has said what he has to say about Ward, and now I may not agree with some of the things Floyd has said, but let's break it down and look through what Floyd said. What Floyd has said, if you take the religious aspect out of it, because I think that's Floyd ranting, and even though the way he's ranted is wrong, he shouldn't have gone into the religious angles. That's not for Floyd to say. That's none of his business. But Floyd is making a perfectly valid point about Mayweather-Ward's marketability. And Floyd is absolutely 100% correct. I've said this in some comments and some certain comments in the past, about a few months ago. I said the one thing is about when Floyd retires, who's going to take over from as number one pound for pound? Who's going to take over for it? Now, the logical argument should be Mayweather-Ward. The problem is that Mayweather-Ward doesn't market himself. He's not marketable. He's not. As he is at the moment, he's just boxing skill. That's not enough. And Floyd's making a point. It's like, this motherfucker doesn't talk. He doesn't, nobody knows who the fuck he is, and he doesn't fight outside his own catchment area in terms of, in California and all that kind of stuff. He fights, in his hometown most of the time. And Floyd's right. You got to go out. You got to go out and sell yourself. If you want to make the millions, or if you want to make the money that Ward deserves, and he does deserve it because he is a very talented boxer, he does deserve for people to know who he is, but he needs to sell himself, and he doesn't. Selling himself on the SOG angle is just a flaw, which is not enough. It's not going to keep people's interest in boxing. Boxing is the hurt game. It is a vicious sport. Now, people are just taking of Floyd's words. Floyd is angry. Let's just make that perfectly clear. He's angry. And the reason, this is my second point, the reason why Floyd has to say this, has anybody actually looked through this? Certain people have. And I've said that in recent videos, from people who have actually had common sense words to understand what the context of what Floyd has said. Ward stabbed Floyd in the back with his support for Guerrero. I mean, and the reason why I say that is because when Ward was coming up, Floyd brought him into his camp. He, they had some sparring sessions. He showed him around the Mayweather gym. He actually opened up and showed him love. And at the end of the day, when a journalist asks you a question about a fight that's coming up between Floyd and Guerrero, Ward should have stayed neutral. The reason why he didn't stay neutral is the bitch move that Ward's just done. And the reason why is because Floyd's now gone down to Showtime. And Ward is the main guy, well, should be one of the main guys at HBO. So now, obviously, whether pressure's been put onto Ward to obviously show some support to HBO, and maybe that's the case, we don't know. But if somebody has opened their arms to you and they actually showed you support into your house and where you are, Regardless of whether you have more of affiliation to his opponent, which clearly Guerrero is a closer friend to Ward than Floyd is. Yeah, that's probably clearly a fact. But you got to stay neutral in this, because at the end of the day, if Floyd didn't show him love in terms of opening up his gym, or showing him his what he does and all that kind of stuff, and having conversations with him, then that's fine. It's fair game. Ward can support whoever he fucking well wants. Ward doesn't owe Floyd anything. I agree with some of the comments that people have put. Yeah, I agree with that. That's true. But you do have to have a bit more sense in terms of, this man has shown me some kind of support. My other man's is fighting him. I'm just gonna stay neutral in this. I'm just gonna not make a comment, because at the end of the day, Floyd has shown me some support. And Floyd is hurt. Floyd is a proud person. He's a proud man. He's a human being. I would be exactly the same. I would be so pissed off that you supporting my opponent rather than at least staying neutral. You don't have to show me support, but at least stay neutral. Stay out of it. Don't make a comment unless you're a bitch. Unless you're an asshole. And to be honest with you, Andre Ward has just shown what kind of an asshole he is. That's my opinion. He shouldn't have said anything. He should have just stayed where. Supporting Guerrero is a bitch move. And we all know why that is, because Floyd's number one. He's, at the end of the day, he's number one. Everybody's gonna take shots at him. But at least show some kind of sense. Where's the PR guys? They should have said, like, look, wait, don't say anything about this, because I know there's things going on in the background and nobody knows about between Showtime and HBO. People are saying stuff, but don't say shit. What the fucker just showed what kind of a bitch he is, and I'm sorry, Floyd is right. In terms of his marketability, Floyd's wrong about his religion. He shouldn't have gone anywhere there. I totally agree. He shouldn't have said shit about his religion. It's nothing to do with Floyd. But that's why I said Floyd doesn't affect me, because at the end of the day, he can say whatever he fucking well wants to say. Floyd is hurt. Nobody's gonna make excuses for Floyd when he loses. Nobody's gonna make excuses. At the end of the day, this is the hurt game. People lose, but Floyd hasn't lost yet. So Ward is obviously now thinking to himself, "Oh, if he loses this fight, I'm gonna be number one." Well, man, you're a bitch for doing that. I'm sorry, you're a bitch. You should have stayed neutral, and people need to understand the context. Anyway, that's the reason for this video. I just think that some of these videos that so-called unbiased channels are making about hating on Floyd, constantly hating on him. Just the constant hate. Look, if you don't like the man because of what the man says, fine, that's your opinion. But do not try and discredit the man's boxing ability. You can't do that. So the only shot you have is to discredit him as a human being. And I just think that you're an asshole for doing that. And whoever's doing it, they can go fuck themselves. Because I'm saying it as it is, clear. I'm not sugarcoating my words. At the end of the day, Floyd is the best fighter of his generation. Best fighter in the last 30 years. He is. You can hate him as much as you want in terms of his opinion, but you cannot doubt his boxing skills. Just don't fuck about with that. Anyways, peace.